Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a front window regulator on this 2002 Suzuki XL-7. And we show you on the driver's side, but it's a similar procedure on the passenger side. And it's the same part and process on these vehicles from 2001 to 2006. And the items you'll need for this is a new window regulator from 1AAuto.com, a Phillips screwdriver, a flat blade screwdriver, and a 10mm socket and ratchet. Start off by prying up your switch panel. Then push the tab on the harnesses and pull them free. Next, remove the Phillips screw in the door handle and the other one down in the pull handle. Now pull your door handle out and pry this clip off the door handle rod. And then pry the rod up and out of the door handle. Pull off this triangular panel. Now pry out along the edges of the door panel to release the clips. And then lift the door panel up and off the lock rod. Next, remove these two Phillips screws on this bracket. Next, remove your water shield, and to get it started, you're going to want to use a razor blade or even a screwdriver would work, just something to get it started, and then you can peel it off. And you want to do this carefully because you don't really want to damage the water shield. Now if your regulator's stuck down, you would have to remove these three nuts and then these four bolts, then lift the entire regulator up and then remove the window by removing those two bolts down there. And you could also use a ratchet and a Phillips bit to remove the bolts with it down there, and you would do the same thing if the window was stuck in the upright position. But with this video, we're just going to show you with the regulator where it should be when you do this, just so we can show you the whole process. Once both Phillips bolts are removed, you want to remove that weather strip and then pull the window up and out of the door. Now pull the harness from the door. Then push the tab on the harness and disconnect it. Now you want to remove these three 10mm nuts and these three 10mm bolts, and then loosen this 10mm bolt. And we'll fast forward as Don does this. Push the window motor back and then lift the regulator up and out. And then angle them and pull them out through this hole in the door. On the right is the old window regulator. On the left is the new one from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical and they're going to mount exactly the same. Now remove that bolt in the old window regulator and put it into the same spot on the new window regulator. And when you're replacing this, you don't want to tighten it all the way down. You just want to get it about 1/3 of the way in. Now feed your new motor and regulator into the door. and clip the regulator back on to the door, and then push the studs on the motor through the door. And we'll just fast forward as Don replaces those 3 10mm nuts and those 3 10mm bolts, and then tightens that other 10mm bolt. Now reconnect your harness. Feed your window back down into the door. And into place on the regulator. Then replace those 2 Phillips bolts that hold the window into place. Pull your harnesses through the water shield and put the water shield back into place. Now replace this bracket and those 2 Phillips screws that hold it into place. Put this piece of weather stripping back into place. Now to replace the door panel, push your harnesses through the door panel and put the door panel down over the door lock and into the windowsill. Next, hit in the clips around the edges of the door panel. Put the rod back into the door handle and reclip it. And replace those 2 Phillips screws. Reconnect the harnesses to your switch panel and push it back down into place. And replace that triangular panel. And you're all set.
We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.